Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're doing well today. Today I have a full body workout in store for us. So I'm hoping you're feeling a little bit more energized, feeling like maybe you have some extra calories to burn. So let's get to it. All you're going to need today is 2 weights. If you have weights, 1 kilo weights, great. If not, I'm using 2 500 milliliter water bottles. So all you need is this and a wall. I'm sure you'll find a wall in your house. So come and join us. Okay, so here we are against our wall. You've chosen a wall. I ask you to lean against your wall, okay, completely, so that you have your back against the wall and your feet further forward than your knees. And don't lock your knees. Keep your knees nice and soft so you have a nice base of support. And don't just try to relax into it. Really ground your feet. So resting here, take a moment to feel how the wall is the floor now. It's supporting your back. And notice that your back has curves. It's not all completely smushed against the wall, and it's not completely hanging either. So find something where you feel like your abdomen is gently working to keep the curves of your spine in neutral. And we're gonna start the breathing. We're gonna inhale here. And as you inhale, feel your belly inflate. Let go of the abdominals. And as you exhale, start pulling the abdominals in and back towards the spine. And think about gently bringing the spine closer to the wall. I don't know if you can see that, so I'll put my hands like this. And then again, inhale, let the belly go. Keep the crown of your head long, reaching towards the ceiling. And exhale, again, imagine you're wearing a tight pair of pants. You want to pull the zipper in and feel how your spine is looking for contact with the wall. So what we're doing is we're doing a little pelvic tilt. You actually should feel like by activating your abdominals and by pulling in, that you're kind of rolling your hips forward and making more contact with your spine. And then you release. And then you're rolling the pelvis back down. Okay, so again, as you exhale, you're wearing your zipper, closing your corset, knitting together the ribs, and using the wall as a reference point to imprint your spine. This is really good for pregnant women when you're really coming towards the end of the pregnancy and lying down on your back is no longer comfortable because it takes away your breath. You can do the pelvic tilt on the wall and you're still strengthening the legs. Good for when you have to give birth. And one more time. So as you exhale again, think zipper, corset, and look for imprinting the spine. And then release. And then we can just do it even bigger. If this is too easy and you want more work for the legs, slide down the wall a little deeper and you're gonna feel more work for the legs because you got a bigger angle at the knees. Now we're gonna do the pelvic curl against the wall. Inhale, let the belly go. And as you exhale, draw the abdominals in. Think about pulling up in your pelvic floor, like you're holding your pee-pee and your poo-poo. And start to curl your tailbone in between your legs. Feel your spine imprinting and then start to peel the spine off the wall. Up, 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 until you just have your shoulder blades on the wall, basically. And take a breath. And then as you exhale, you're going to roll the spine back down. As you roll your spine back down, just pay attention to what your head wants to do, because very often it wants to lose contact with the wall. And then release. Inhale, let go of the belly. And exhale, I pull my zipper in, I close my corset, I imprint my spine, push my heels down, squeeze the glutes slightly, and I massage my spine up. And inhale. And exhale, I reach my fingers down towards the floor, and just as I've rolled my spine up, I roll my spine down bone by bone until I feel my sacrum come in touch with the wall, and then I let my belly go at the bottom and inhale. I'm already starting to feel it in my legs. And exhale, wear my zipper, anchor my heels, curl my tailbone in between my legs and lift the hips, reach the hips forward until I get to my scapula. I'm gently pressing the back of my head against the wall. Inhale and exhale, I roll my spine down. Drawing the belly button back towards the sacrum and then releasing. And letting my abdominals go. Hands on my knees. When you got to get out of this position, very important. Hands forward, okay, and stand up. Excellent. So that was the first exercise. We mobilized the spine from the tail to the head. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we're thinking about mobilizing the spine from the head to the tail. Okay, so after you've rested your legs, find a similar position. Depending on how hard you want to work, you bend your knees more or less, but it has to be something you can maintain for at least 3 repetitions, slow repetitions. So here, anchoring, reaching my spine long, using the wall as a support, hands just hanging down or resting on my thighs. I take a breath, inflate my belly, and as I exhale again, I start with abdominals pulling in, corset on. I drop my chin to my chest, and just as before, I'm kind of just working deep in my abdomen, hugging my baby and trying to see if I can imprint my spine and drop the head. And then I inhale, come back tall, and feel the back of my skull touching the wall. Inhale, let the belly go. And exhale, draw the belly in, wear a zipper, feel your spine looking for the wall, drop the chin to your chest, and think about curling your spine down from the head to the tail, not from the tail to the head, and then roll it back up. And then release. Again, inhale. And exhale. You just want to use any bony body parts and let those body parts speak to you. So as I'm doing this, the body parts that I'm really feeling are my lower back, my sacrum. And as I roll my spine back up, I'm feeling my scapula, my shoulder blades. And I'm just trying to have both shoulder blades come into contact with the wall at the same time. Just trying to get my body balanced. Inhale and exhale. Now it might not seem like it, but for a pregnant woman, this you do feel like you're hugging your baby. And then come back up. Okay. And now we're going to combine. We're going to do the full-on cat stretch against the wall. So here, keeping your hips back against the wall, slide your hands down. Okay, so your knees are going to be slightly more bent. Find a comfortable position. You can use your hands for support. And you're going to inhale. Think about reaching the sternum forward, rolling the shoulders back, squeezing the shoulder blades down, and giving yourself a nice back extension. When you exhale, zipper, corset, tailbone under, curve the spine, and then release. Inhale. Let go of your zipper. Open the corset, widen the clavicle, and breathe. And exhale, draw the abdomen in. Think about closing or pulling up all your needs, your pee, your poo. Think about your sit bones coming together gently, and then release. Your feet still haven't moved throughout this whole time. Exhale. And then release. 2 more. Exhale. Again, it helps for me. Think about hugging the baby and then release. Last one, exhale. Now if you can just deepen this, keep going, keep going, keep going with the curl, keep going with the curl until you can rest your whole spine against the wall again. And here we are, we've arrived. Okay, should feel more warmed up now. Take a moment, grab your water bottles or your weights. I have them right here. With your water bottles and your weights, go back into the same position. Have your feet a little bit further forward and find again your spine. So feel 3 points of contact with the wall. You should have your cranium against the wall, bra strap or ribs, a little bit of space in your lumbar spine, not too much space, a little bit, and your sacrum. From here, with your arm weights just hanging, you want to slide your body down, keeping those 3 points of contact. So head, ribs, and sacrum are still against the wall. And this is already an exercise. And you just hold it here and you breathe. Last breath. And slide back up. Okay, ready. So you had to hold it for 3 breaths. We add the arm movements. When you go down to wherever you feel you can keep it. Palms facing back, inhale. And exhale, pull the tummy in. And inhale. And exhale. I'm just gonna do it 3 times. You don't have to even do it 3 times. And then slide back up. Whew. And we're gonna do it again. If this position where you're like in 90-degree angles with your knees is too hard, ladies, don't push yourselves. Go to a knee bent position that you don't feel is too exhausting for your bodies and focus more on the arms. So I'm gonna go here and we do it again. Inhale, lift the arms up, long movements. Take a look at your wrists, make sure they're not doing motorbike, Harley Davidson things. And then exhale. And this whole time, even though you're just moving your arms, think back on the breathing that we've been doing since last lesson. On your inhale, think of expansion, breathing into the belly, breathing into all directions of the lungs. And as you exhale, just let your abdominals gently pull in. Wear your corset, one more. And exhale. And we go higher. Inhale, we'll reach the arms all the way up. And exhale, slow down the descent. And again, inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Long, strong arms, activate the arms. Even though you're not bending them, you can still put work into it. Exhale, slow the way down. And inhale. Do you still feel the same points of contact with your spine against the wall? You should still feel the back of your head against the wall, your rib cage are against the wall, and your sacrum against the wall as you do this. Breathe. And exhale. One more. Inhale. Stay with both arms up. Preferably you're sliding your knuckles against the wall and you're bending and pushing up. Again, think about sliding your arms, bending the elbows to 90 degrees, and then pushing up. Inhale. I'm thinking about expanding my rib cage to the left and to the right. 2 more. I'm using the wall as if it were the floor, letting my spine be supported by it. And now we stay with our elbows bent. Get a sense of where your elbows are on the wall. Keep them there and then rotate the water bottles down. And then rotate up. internal rotation and external rotation. Again, imagine your elbows are hooked to the wall. They do not move. You're just rotating. Feel what's happening in your upper back, scapular region. You should feel like something is kind of warming up there. And again. Feel what's happening to your lower back. Are you overarching? Have you totally let go of your abdomen? Remind yourself every breath, gently wear your corset. Gently pull in your zipper. Stop with your arms here. And then exhale, push forward as if you're punching a wall. And then inhale, pull back as if you were rowing. Exhale. Inhale, pull back. After a while, you should feel your shoulders. I'm feeling my shoulders. Now, the whole time that I do this, check in on what feelings you're having in your neck. You don't want to feel like your shoulders are all the way up by your ears. Drop them down as you keep moving. Think long lines, long clavicle, long neck. How are your legs? If you need to stretch them out a little bit more, just slide up the wall. I'm staying where I am. And 2 more. And last one. And now we're going to do semicircles. Bring the arms down. And inhale, bring the arms up. Open them to a T position. And then slowly bring them down. Rotate the palms to face the wall. Bring the arms up. Open them wide. And then slow down the descent. Again. Up. And open. And down. Up. You should be feeling by now, I'm feeling it at least, the relationship between your core and the stability of your spine. With every exhale, you should feel how your core is naturally zipping up or drawing towards the center and protecting your spine from taking on the bulk of the work. And we're going to change the directions now. You're going to open up into a T position. Close, shoulder width in front of you, and then slowly bring it down. Keep the chest open, the clavicle wide. Inhale, arms to a T. Forward. Exhale, draw the abdominals in and up as the arms go down. Two more. Really use the breath. It helps. Last one. And then slide up the wall. Okay. Stretch it out. We're going to warm up the legs a little bit now. Okay, guys, so now we're going to change positions again. We're still using the wall, but now you're going to turn around and you're going to face the wall. So before you had your back against the wall, now you want to look at the wall. Place your hands shoulder width apart, about the height of your shoulders, and you want to start standing quite straight and place your hands where they land. Then take a step backwards. So you're in an incline and go on your tippy toes. Okay? This is where we're going to start. We're going to do a couple of push-ups here. Keeping your palms flat on the floor, elbows looking down, bend the elbows. Keep your tummy tight and then stretch the elbows. 1, stay on your tippy toes. Feel like you're squeezing your sit bones gently. Don't want to squeeze like this, just gently. And then bend and stretch. We're going to do 3 of these. Sorry, 5 of these. And after 5 of these, we're going to stretch this side. So this is number 4. This is number 5. When I come and I see my elbows are straight, I'm going to pivot. And I'm going to do a side bend. Stretch. Oh, feels good. And then I'm going to come back, place my hand on the wall, go on my tippy toes and do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But do the other way. Pivot. Stretch, create a nice long arch with my body. Push the wall away with my other arm. Come back. 5 more. 1, 2. Really spread those fingers. 3, 4, and 5. Switch, stretch. Push the floor away, the wall away, and come back. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and stretch. Last set. 1. When you're doing the push-ups against the wall, try to look at the alignment of your elbows and your hands. Hopefully your elbows and your hands are the same width apart. Stretch. Last one. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Side bend. And find your center. Ladies, pregnant ladies, widen your stance. Send your tailbone back. Bend your knees slightly, let go of your belly, and let your head gently hang in between your arms. You can kind of walk here if it feels good. Keeping your feet flat on the floor, bend one knee, bend the other knee. If you're feeling like your head wants to shake from side to side, do so, but keep pushing the wall away. Do a couple of bend of both knees, stretch of both knees. Hopefully you feel when you stretch both knees, your belly button is pulling up towards the ceiling. Find a position where you feel like your sit bones are drawing together, and let's curl the spine up. So tailbone under in between your legs, zipper on, corset on. Curl, 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 until you go up on your tippy toes. Oh la la, we're in a push-up position again. We can do another push-up, but this time, elbows out to the side. So, 1, 2, make sure your shoulders are staying down. 3, 4, and 5. Place your heels down on the floor, send your booty back, your chest down, and your head hangs. And then bend the knees, curl the tailbone under. Scoop the belly around the back. That should feel so good. Keep those arms strong, pushing against the wall. On your tippy toes. 5 push-ups, elbows out to the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And send your booty back, heels to the floor, head between the arms. Give yourself a nice stretch. Now here, just rock your hips from right to left. Swing it around. Swing it around. Do some circles like you're on the hula hoop. Bending the knees as well. Lubrifying the joints, change the direction. And we're gonna get some glute action into this. From here, curl. Curl, curl, curl. Come into a more standing position where you feel more erect, you're not in such an incline. Take a step forward with one leg. Keep the knee slightly bent. And we go. Lift and curl. And stretch the leg back and scoop the belly, lift. And stretch and bend. Stretch, bend. So I'm basically reaching long behind me and then curling the tail and reaching the knee up to wherever is comfortable for me. 1 more. Now I'm going to stay here. My supporting leg is slightly bent and I'm going to curl and stretch long. Curl. Hopefully this should be getting your hamstring going. What I want to see is that your knee doesn't move anymore. Once your leg is long, it's just the foot that reaches to the butt. And you should feel it. One more. And then come back. Same thing, other side. So, bending my right leg, I stretch and scoop the belly, bend the knee. Reach out, look at the wall, and scoop the belly, bend the knee. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. So we're working from extension into gentle flexion. 2, 3. One more. Staying here, keeping my leg long. I want to bend the knee and stretch it out. Bend it. Man, I'm feeling it. All this quarantine stuff. All you do is eat. All I do is eat. One more. And stretch and come back. Ooh, and one really nice stretch for us pregnant ladies who we don't get a lot of extension. Keeping your hands on the wall about shoulder width. Walk your feet to the wall as close as you can. Squeeze your elbows by your armpits and just slide your chest up. Drop your shoulders down. And then release. And again, inhale. Reach the sternum up. And then release. And last one. And then release. Okay, finally, we get to sit. Take your bottles. Sitting on our knees for now. Toes tucked under is okay. Like this is okay, but you're on your knees. Okay. And now, we're gonna combine. So hands are by your side, palms facing up, hopefully. Spine is long and my core is gently engaged. When I exhale, I want to squeeze my glutes, lift my hips, and then slowly bring it down, palms facing up. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, lift your hips. Try to get a sense of opening here in the front of the thigh. And then bring it down. And down. And down. 2 more. And down. Last one. And down. Oh. Oh. Okay, so from here, we go on all fours. These are the last 2 exercises, and then you can be free from your bottles. Leave one of them off to the side, one of them close by at hand, and find your cat-cow position. So, hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, knees as wide as is comfortable for you. And again, find that long spine position where you're not totally hanging, not letting your belly go too much, but you don't want to be tense and curving too much either. Find what feels like neutral. Then grab your bottle, okay? Reach it forward, and with an exhale, actually no, with an inhale maybe is better, reach the bottle up, try to keep the shoulder far away from the ears, and then slowly bring it down. Really think from the shoulder. Slowly bring it down. I'm sliding. I imagine I'm sliding my hand across the floor and then lifting up and dropping down. We just do 5, 4, Feel how you really have to be working in the opposite arm to keep your balance. And 5. And switch hands. Take the bottle. Push the floor away with your stabilizing hand and slide, lift, drawing the shoulder blades down the back and lower. And again, slide. Think long, controlled movements. And as you're working the arms, just pay attention to what your belly button is doing. Hopefully, you're feeling how the belly button pulls up towards the ceiling as your arm reaches out. Okay, so that's really good for working the shoulders. Good for us mamas when the baby is born. Last exercise for the arms in the quadruped position. You take the water bottle. You think about squeezing your ribs with your elbow. Imagine you have a towel between your elbow and your ribs. So the elbow not down here, not up here. Try to align it with your body. And then you're just going to reach long. And then slowly bend. And hopefully what you see is that my elbow stays in line with my body. This is to work the triceps. 3. Now as you do this, just take a moment to pay attention to your neck. Yeah? You don't want your neck to be hanging, or you don't want to be looking forward. Just kind of look slightly forward of your hand. Think about keeping the collarbone wide and open. Shoulders open as well, and the back of the neck long. One more. And then bring it down. And change sides. So same thing. Squeezing my ribs with my arm, kind of squeezing my armpits as well. I'm just going to straighten my elbow, bend my elbow, and really think about where the tricep is and activate it as you stretch that elbow. You know, part of the work is also doing it with intention. That'll give you better benefits. Pulling the belly button in with every exhale, just gently. 2 more. Keeping my collarbones open, my shoulders wide, my neck long. Last one. And all the way. Resting the water bottle in front of you. Go on the tippy toes or on the tips of your fingers. Slide your knees back slightly and use your hands to push back on. So did you see that? Push back and widen your knees. Sorry, ladies, if you got your belly in your way. Push back and slowly, let your hips open, your pelvis open. Try to place your forehead on the floor. You don't have to place the forehead on the floor. Actually, you know what you could do? Take your water bottle and rest your forehead on the bottle cap. Don't laze on it, but try to just, with support, gently place, and that should give you a nice opening. Now, I'm keeping my arms active. I'm pushing the floor, and breathe here a couple times. And here, inhale, relax the belly. And exhale, draw the belly button in and up through the inside of your body. Inhale, feel your pelvis opening. Maybe you're getting a nice hip stretch. And exhale, pull the zipper in. Just feel the difference. One more. And from here, slowly, if it feels good, relax the belly, sit down gently on your heels. Bring the bottle with you if you need, because The bigger our bellies get, the harder it is for us to place our forehead on the floor to do a restful child pose. So use a prop, use the water bottle. Push with your hands, help yourself to bring your sit bones down onto your heels. Good. And think about opening the back. Couple breaths here. Inhale. And as you exhale, just try to envision the tailbone sinking down towards your heel, opening this lower part of the back that can get very tight with pregnancy the further along you get. You don't actually have to be pregnant to have that part tight either. And last breath. And exhale. With the help of your hands, slowly bring yourself to a seated position, to however you're comfortable. Take a moment, and when you're ready, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave your comments. If you have any suggestions, any requests, I hope to be able to satisfy your needs. Have a nice day.